Stay tuned as we check out this brand new Marvel Legends Shuri from Black Panther. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And today, I'm finally adding this figure to my collection. I've wanted this since Black Panther first come out, and we've had 2 Black Panther waves since then, but we finally have Shuri, Black Panther's very own sister, for our MCU shelf. As I said, we had 2 full wave of Black Panther figures, and this, we had to wait until the 3rd Avengers wave to even get Shuri, way over a year after the film was released, but I'm finally happy to add her to the shelf, and she does look really good. It doesn't disappoint. I really like her 2 effect pieces as well, and she comes with a leg for the Hulk Build-A-Figure. So on the side there, we get a picture, a promo picture of Letitia Wright as Shuri, of course, showing her little weapon effects, which are shaped as a panther, which I appreciate. We get a little write-up basically saying that she's a genius and probably the most intelligent person in the MCU. But most importantly, we have a list of all the figures in this wave. You need to collect the Hulk Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Shuri. So as I said, been waiting a while to add this one to the Wakanda section of the MCU shelf. So without further ado, let's get it open. And here we have Shuri out of the box, and obviously first impressions are very high as we needed this character to round out the cast of that first Black Panther film. And of course we see her show up in Endgame and Infinity War as well. So this is what we get with the figure, not including this Hulk Build-A-Figure piece. Obviously, you know the score. Subscribe to the channel, as I always save the Build-A-Figure to review last when I have all of the pieces in the wave. So subscribe to the channel, come back for a full review of that. So what I'm liking about this figure is you get 2 of these pieces that both clip on her hand, no problem at all. So I like the fact that they're not sculpted on there, and if you wanted to have her not demonstrating her effect and her powers, when I say powers, she's a genius. These are obviously inventions of her own creation, and it looks really good when you display her that way as well. So these just clip on and off, not a problem, and I will show you one in detail. If I get it to unclip, as you can see, they clip very strongly. So these are like little panthers. There's no painted detail, but the sculpt is really nice. So if you wanted to do some dry brushing or some paint on this, it would be really good. You could paint those panther eyes yellow or gold. That would be really good. And then this effect piece that they come with, it does. I thought it'd come out, but it doesn't. It seems to be glued in there. But if you really, really wanted to, you could sort of pull it out, I guess. But you can see it's hollow in there with like a little clip, and that clip will just clip onto the arm, onto the forearm, not a problem. And as I said, they stay in place. And then she has 2 of these for her hands, looking really, really good. So yeah, they look really good. And then the articulation on her elbow is decent enough, but it's female articulation, so you're only going to get single jointed elbows, unfortunately. But let's zoom in and show you some of these details, because I do think it really does look like Letitia Wright on the face sculpt. And the outfit does seem to be very movie accurate as well. So taking a closer look at Shuri, I do think it resembles the actress Letitia Wright very well. You can tell who it is, and again, Hasbro are doing a really good job of these 3D face scans, especially from certain angles. I like it a lot. So you see her tribal sort of war paint on there, and there is also some details on the hair as well. And then on the back, you see those sort of braided patterns on the back of her head. Looks really, really good. I'm liking it. Then moving down to the rest of the body, she's wearing this sort of Wakandan style themed outfit. The skirt's a separate piece, but the details are under that as well, all the way down onto the legs. And yeah, she looks really good. In regards to articulation, there's not a lot of movement back and forth as on the diaphragm joint, but there is a little bit. The arms has got a really good range of motion, to be fair, even though it is only single jointed elbows, but they do go more than 90. If you lift those up there, you'll see how the hands sort of clip into place. But you're definitely going to be able to get her into the poses you want to get her in while she's shooting these blaster effects that we see her first put on in the Black Panther film. But yeah, looks really, really good. Simple but nice. Again, the skirt piece, as I said, is a full solid piece. There's no peg or plug, so you can't take it off. But you have got a bit of movement. You can cut it off if you want to, but it's screen accurate, so why would you want to? She has got ankle pivot. There is double jointed knees, but of course the skirt gets in the way. But if you lift that up, you can get her bending her knees all the way up, so that's good as well. So again, I think you're going to be happy with the range you get for her, and you're going to get her in all the poses that you want to get her in at least. And yeah, definitely a character we needed. And here we have Shuri compared to some of the other women from the Black Panther film, with Okoye, she is the builder figure. Then we've got Akia from the first Black Panther wave, and then this more updated Dora Milaje body from the second Black Panther wave, where you get 3 interchangeable heads, which is a really nice touch. Definitely need to try and track down a few more of them from a display. But yeah, it's really good seeing all of these MCU Black Panther women now standing together, looking really good. Character designs are spot on. Looking forward to Black Panther 2. Here we have Shuri compared to M'Baku, the builder figure from the second Black Panther wave, and then we have Killmonger in his golden jaguar-inspired costume from the first Black Panther film, and I believe this is the version that come in the 2-pack with Everett Ross. And here we have Shuri compared to her brother T'Challa in his Black Panther gear, and this is the vibranium powered up suit that she gives him in the first Black Panther film, and I think she does scale quite well because Black Panther's never portrayed as a really tall guy, but it's her hair bun that sort of gives her that extra height as well. But yeah, I think she looks good compared to all of the Black Panther figures we have so far. And lastly, here we have Shuri compared to the other 2 MCU figures in this second Avengers wave, with Rescue and War Machine. And again, I think she looks good. And these 2 even share a small scene in Endgame. So final thoughts, I'm very happy to add Shuri to my MCU collection. Definitely worth the wait to get a more accurate version of the character, especially with her little panther gauntlets there as well. I will definitely rather have a movie accurate version of a character than a rush job, just for the sake of getting it out before the film. I don't mind waiting a little bit. Patience is a virtue. Good things come to those who wait and all that. And yeah, definitely a character we needed. She only got introduced to the MCU last year, and she's already been in 3 films, and I'm sure she's going to play an important part in the MCU moving forward, especially now we know we're getting a Black Panther 2 as well. And yeah, her figure is really good, and I will find a home for her on my Wakanda sort of section of the shelf. So you let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you a fan of Shuri? Are you getting her for your shelf, for your MCU collection? Do you think it looks like Letitia Wright? Let me know in the comments below, as always. And most importantly, people, please, 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 please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. And as always, my name is Dan W, and I shall see you on the next one.